Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, what I have for you guys is a new GTA Online video, and of course, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow on Wednesday, Rockstar will be previewing to us all of the new and upcoming GTA Online event week news and information, all the money bonuses, discounts, and more, before the changes take effect at UTC -6 at about 4 a.m. That's my local time zone, Central Time in the US. But for today's video, we're going to be giving a refresher and a reminder on everything limited time and exclusive that's going away, because we have some good limited time vehicle opportunities from some rare and removed cars that were featured back into the game that you don't want to miss out on. Some honestly underrated money bonuses that you will have a couple days left to take advantage of, just enough time to actually use them and have them make a difference for your money grind, but also some discounts and things like that. So without further ado, let's jump in. Now, I honestly hope I can make it through today's recording without everything crapping the bed, because I've just been cursed with PC problems. My gaming PC over the past year, I should say, has just encountered problem after problem. Thankfully, I finally got it sorted over the spring, but now my streaming PC and everything in it is finally failing. The drives are failing, the cooling system has needed to be replaced for a while. Same with the power supply. Everything just needs an upgrade, so I probably just need to invest in a new system at that point, rather than just buy a whole bunch of new components, because everything's going to need to be replaced. I mean, this PC is like 8 years old, so hopefully we can get through this recording. But if there's any issues with the recording, with like artifacting or glitching, bear with me. I should have everything sorted by tomorrow in tomorrow's video. At Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and this in-game vendor for the week, we have all 5 vehicles featured here, being limited time, rare, and removed, of course, featured back just for this week only. They'll probably return in the future. We've seen them a few times, so I guess, you know, they're not super rare anymore, but they're still rare in the sense that they're not statically available for purchase 24/7 on in-game websites. So let's jump in. Let's do left to right. We'll do the Lampadati, or start off with the Lampadati Michele GT first. Performance-wise, this car is just average within the sports classics category. You do get excellent grip on sharp, twisty tracks, but top speed is going to lack if you're going in a straight line. It's compact. Suspension is going to be super bouncy, so getting nudged or anything like that is going to cause this thing to roll over, and that's not what you want off-road, but it is still fun to drive. And cost-wise, it's not crazy expensive. $1,253,000 for the vehicle that you're getting. It is crazy expensive. Overall, in the grand scheme of all vehicles, is it gonna like completely nuke your bank account? Not necessarily, depending on the type of player you are, but obviously I don't think you're getting $1.3 million worth of value with this car. Next up, we'll move on over to the Vapid Peyote Gasser. Pretty good speed, very appealing in that sense. Same with acceleration. It is a gasser at the end of the day, so that's going to mean you're going to really struggle with handling. And in the handling department, you get excessive understeer if you're going over like 40 miles an hour. Obviously, cornering is going to be a challenge. It's not meant to be a supercar or a sports car, but still, if you're going to be driving it in this game, the only thing this thing is useful for is like drag racing. You got crazy performance limitations. And overall, like, if you want something that's faster in a straight line and just overall better, just get the BF Weevil, take it to Benny's, upgrade it into the BF Weevil Custom. The Vapid Peyote Gasser, though, if you want, is $825,000. Next up, the Volcar Fagiloa. This is modeled after the Volvo Amazon wagon. Average acceleration and top speed, crazy oversteer when you take a turn, but honestly, it's kind of fun if you take this thing off-road because it bounces all over the place. Also, if you brake, this thing has some of the worst brakes in the game. Not that it takes like a while to stop, like the brakes don't grab up. It's actually the opposite. You just constantly lock up the wheels when you brake. So it's not really a desirable choice to just drive around in this game, but if you do want it, you can get it for 370 grand this week. Next up, the Karen 190Z. This is an ideal car for beginners. Super accessible driving. You get exceptional handling, super easy to take around corners. You're not going to spin out. You can drift if you want. It's very controlled. Top speed is 110 miles an hour. That's not going to be top tier at all. You get good suspension, strong rear wheel grip, and overall it's just very stable and smooth. Cost wise though, is it the most beginner friendly? $908,000? Not necessarily. And then finally, the Dinka Enduro. This is modeled after those older Honda XL250s and XL350s. Really cool aesthetic. It is better than the Sanchez when it comes to like handling, I guess you could say, but it has a lower top speed. And unfortunately, despite it being an off-road motorcycle with good maneuverability, you can't actually race it off-road, which is such a shame. But if you do want to pick it up, it's 100% worth the money, $48,000 this week. Let's check out the LS Car Meet test drive vehicles for this week. Usually we have all limited time rare and removed vehicles. This time, only the two on the left are limited time. This one was actually brought back to in-game websites for purchase again, so it's not limited time anymore. But it is the Inus Cognoscenti. With this vehicle, obviously, this is pretty crazy from GTA 4, but in this game, it obviously doesn't really hold up. Solid acceleration and top speed for a massive luxury sedan, but of course, that large size and weight is going to lead to super sluggish handling, very poor braking, has the widest turning radius of any car I've ever seen. Crash durability is nice. You're not going to lose that much momentum, but obviously, if you get the Cognoscenti, you might as well just get the armored variant. It's better performing. Obviously, it's armored, and it's just outclassed. Or this one is outclassed by that one, but if you do want to pick this one up, $254K. Next up, the Albany Roosevelt. I gotta say, I actually love this customization on it. This color scheme, this paint job combination between primary and secondary colors looks really nice for this car. This looks like something I would see in like The Godfather or something. I love this version. Anyways, the Albany Roosevelt. Very smooth. Top speed and durability are really nice for this old of a vehicle. Super heavy build. It's not gonna be, I guess, the craziest thing to drive around. Obviously, it's a super old classic car, but the coolest thing about this is players, if you have other friends and stuff, they can stand on the sideboards and the running boards and use their weapons. So that's going to add a unique tactical advantage to this car, which is pretty fun just to like mob around with your friends with. I don't know why that NPC is glitching out. If you do want to purchase this vehicle, it is going to run you $750,000. Then we have the Dinka Jester, this is the Dinka Jester race car for this week. The early information preview just said the normal Dinka Jester without the race car livery, so unfortunately, you can't remove the race car livery from it like the normal one, but this is inspired by that 2015 Honda and Acura NSX. Great sports car, super competitive speed, very agile and good handling, exceptional performance in the rain or if you drive this thing in the snow later on this year, and overall it's just ideal for taking in the rain or the snow. It's just a very fun vehicle to drive. It is limited time, $350,000 purchase price. The vehicle that you have a couple days left to take advantage of at the Diamond Casino and Resort is the Karen Boar, which is an off-roader. You know, it's a little bit rugged looking in a sense. If you throw some off-road tires on here, the ground clearance isn't going to be that great. It is four-wheel drive, but it's got really weak acceleration. It has basically no ramming power at all. I would just say the way to describe this vehicle is the handling is floaty, the grip is poor, sluggish overall. The only advantage is it has a really nice and tight turning radius. So if you need to like make a hairpin turn from basically, you know, moving really slow, you are good to go in that sense. But let's spin the lucky wheel. Let's see if we can unlock one. This has been, I think, the vehicle that's been free for players most in this game recently, between it being a claimable vehicle at the salvage yard or a Diamond Casino Resort podium vehicle or a prize ride. We didn't get it though. We got the Aqua Camel or Camo rolled tea. Also, don't forget about your daily visitor chips at the cashier as well. This week's LS Car Meet prize ride you can see featured behind me right here is the Classy Drift Tampa. And in order to unlock this vehicle, the prize ride challenge for this week is placing top 5 in LS Car Meet series races. That's all you need to do. You don't need to do it for multiple consecutive days. Just do it once. You can enter a drag race or a drift race or I guess it's the drag race. Just enter that by yourself and you'll be good to go. You get this car for absolutely free. This is a super high performance. I think it's in the sports class in this game. It's got excellent drifting ability, obviously, super fast acceleration. It's loose because it's supposed to be a drift vehicle, yet it's got very manageable traction in that same sense. Obviously, it's inspired by that Unicorn Mustang by Ken Block. It offers that raw, controlled driving experience that every player comes to crave and love in this game. You can drive really aggressively with it. It's got aggressive styling, completely standout customization options in my opinion, and obviously it's a fan favorite for drifting fans. And to me, this is like an actual drifting vehicle, right? Because you have the other drift tune upgrades for other cars in the game and it just makes them slide around too much. And like, yes, you can literally drift with those cars, but it's not in the same way. It just feels like Rockstar modified in-game stats with the performance of the vehicles to give them, you know, looser traction, more wheel spin, etc., without you completely losing control. Whereas this, you just have to be careful with the throttle and you can drift in what I would say is a more realistic way. It's fun, it's engaging, obviously worth unlocking this week. The salvage yard vehicles for the rest of this weekly event right here, you can see we have the Willard Eudora. This is this week's standard range vehicle featured in the podium robbery. We have the Buffalo STX, which is this week's mid-range vehicle featured in the McToney robbery, and then the top range Lampadati Cincamilla featured in the Duggan robbery. Of course, the actual salvage yard vehicle robbery list in terms of the missions that you're doing hasn't really been refreshing recently. Players are still waiting on the cargo ship robbery. Hopefully we get it in this upcoming weekly event, but also sad to report, none of these are claimable if you've been wondering for this whole week, if you're just kind of logging into the game trying to catch up. When it comes to some of our bonuses that you have opportunities to take advantage of for the rest of this weekly event, we do have that opportunity for double money on auto shop client jobs, which are these vehicle deliveries you can see right here. With the double money payouts, you're either profiting and netting $40,000, $50,000, or even up to $60,000, depending on if the vehicle is standard tier, mid tier, or it's like a top tier, top range vehicle that's going to give you the max payout. But we also have triple money in RP on the community series races, double money in RP on the featured series, double money and double RP on the Madrazo hits, which if you own the bail office, you could do those daily bounties for 60k if you use the preferred weapon. So that's definitely something players have probably been taking advantage of this week if they've been actively playing the game. But not only all that, we also have a triple money and triple RP opportunity on all Martin Madrazo contact missions, and in particular some of the ones you want to focus on if you want to take advantage of this to the utmost ability. And the optimal way to make money with these is using the Madrazo dispatch services contact missions. These are also normal Martin Madrazo contact missions, but they're not like, you know, just the default base one like this, for example. You could do these dispatch ones, which pay you a lot of money. You make about $52,000 for 5 minutes spent on several of these. And if you guys watched yesterday's video, I went into detail with a live gameplay on a bunch of these. We had some fun playing the game, and let me tell you, they are really underrated for making some money. And then the weekly challenge, if you wanted to get that done this week, eliminate a total of 3 bounties for Martin Madrazo through those Madrazo hits, and you'll also be rewarded with $100,000 as well. So for those, you know, you'd make $180,000 if you use the preferred weapon for doing 3 of those, and now you're making $280,000 because just completing 3 completes the weekly challenge for the 100k as well. We talked about that in the money guide on Friday. When it comes to our major property and vehicle discounts for the week, let's start off with the properties. We just have one. It is the hands-on car wash. You can get this business for 30% off. This business normally costs you $1 million. Now it's going to cost you $700,000. You can't just go onto Maze Bank foreclosures and buy it though. You need to answer a call from Martin Madrazo, meet him at the airport. You'll watch a cutscene. They'll drive you over to the car wash. Once you do that, then the car wash will become available on Maze Bank foreclosures for you to buy. And that is when, after you buy the car wash, that's when you'll also see the Higgins Helitours business plus the Smoke on the Water smoke shop pop up as well. A lot of players get confused on that. This is a very good business for players. Not only when you buy this, you can make money with the car wash itself, and you can make money from owning various other businesses in this game because money's laundered through those and it ends up as cash in the wall safe. But we also have the ability to get 35% bonuses permanently for sale values when it comes to your counterfeit cash factory as an MC business. Jumping into our other vehicle discounts for this week, the Dubachi Rapid GTX. This is on sale for 20% off. You can get this for $2.164 million. It's a good Dubachi vehicle. Every single Dubachi car is good, whether it's, you know, the Spectre, whether it's the 770, the Dubachi Champion. If you've driven one of those, you've driven the Rapid GTX as well. They're all very, very similar. We also have the Nus Paragon S. This is a 40% off vehicle discount for $1.2 million. The Pegassi Tempesta. This is a car you definitely got to buy. This is also 40% off. You can get it for $797,000. The Karen Everin, I'm not sure why it's in the luxury vehicle section of Southern San Andreas Super Autos, but you can get this car for 40% off, so $885K, or as low as $663,750 with the trade price. We also have some aircraft this week, like 40% off the Buckingham Super Velido on sale for $1.267 million. And then the Buckingham Miljet you can get for $1,020,000 with that 40% off discount. The Buckingham Weaponized Kanata on Warstock Cash and Carry, you can get this for 40% off for just over $2 million. And then the last vehicle you can get on discount this week is the Bravado Gauntlet Classic off of the Benny's website. This vehicle's 40% off, $369,000. That's a steal. You can also, since it is a Benny's vehicle, take it to Benny's, upgrade it, transform it, and convert it to the Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom. That conversion isn't discounted, but I would definitely recommend you buy a second one of these so you can have your own Bravado Gauntlet Classic and also have a second one, the Bravado Gauntlet Classic Custom. That is definitely like a top 5 Benny's vehicle in my opinion, maybe a top 10 for most others. And of course, when it comes to the gun van stock and selection for the week, let's check it out. The military rifle is featured here. This is going to be 30% off for all players in the game. The heavy rifle is also featured. The stun gun, you can get this for 30% off as long as you are a GTA Plus member. You also have the double barrel shotgun for purchase, the vintage pistol, plus the pipe wrench, and of course, if you're on enhanced versions of the game for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, or PC, you can get the L. Strickler military rifle, or if you have GTA Plus, that'll be offered at the gun van for absolutely free. With all that being said, though, we are going to be wrapping things up right here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy it and you found the information helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new and you want to see more GTA Online content just like this. Of course, feel free to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA Online live streams. Of course, check out my YouTube shorts and TikToks for daily short form GTA Online content as well if you want something beyond just the long form videos like this. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the new GTA 5 Online video tomorrow. Adios, amigos.